All right, guys, we're going to take a little side break from Disney reviews, and I'm going to review Uncommon James Beauty, and I'm also going to review Hard Feelings from her perfume, or her only perfume line. So I will start with the perfume first. Let me pull up her website. Usually I have this already done. All right, so first off, they were having a sale, and I decided to kind of, venture out and see if any of her products were something that I wanted to incorporate into my routine already. And as you can see by the bottle, I have used half of this bottle. So the scent notes are pink, pepper, and bergamot are the top notes. And the mid notes are rose, hibiscus, incense, and tobacco. And then the bottom or the base notes are atlas cedarwood, sandalwood, and upcycled organics. I'm not sure how to say that word. But she goes into her spiel of how she's particular, how she wanted a fragrance that was between the masculine and feminine, and it took about 2 years to perfect the formula, and how they have all natural ingredients, and most of, if not all of her line is EWG. This is EWG certified. So basically, I read the reviews, and it's got pretty good reviews. Overall, a 4.6. But I like to read the reviews that are 1 star, 2 star, and 3 star reviews. And I'd like to see if there's any patterns to those reviews. And the pattern that I saw was that a lot of people said that it was too masculine. I also saw a lot of people said that it didn't last very long. And I will say that both of those are correct. So it is on the masculine side. It is gender neutral, but it's so, if you are like me and you like more of a distinctive feminine smell, this is not for you. If you like something that's a little bit more gender neutral, that leans, I mean, this is as gender neutral as you can possibly get, because it has those feminine notes, like she said, and then it has those masculine notes. And some people, depending upon your body chemistry, depending upon, your nose and how you interpret things, you could probably smell more of the masculine. I get a whiff every now and then, and I smell a little bit of the masculine, and then I smell a little bit of the feminine. So I have enjoyed it. Honestly, I've enjoyed it, as you can tell. Now, I will say, as far as the lasting power, I will say that when I'm inside, when I wear it at work, I can smell it all day long. I don't have to reapply. I can smell it on me. But when I'm outside, and I'm mainly outside, and I spray this before I go outside, or before I go, if I literally just go outside, it just wafts away in the air. I don't know why, I don't know how, but I just don't smell it as strongly. And you do have to spray quite a bit in order for it to kind of like stick and stay. So yes, the bottom reviews are correct. It is more masculine, and it doesn't stay all the time. It just depends. If you spray it on your fabric, it'll stay in the fabric more so than it will stay on your skin. That's what I mean. But I just love the smell. Now, um is it an intoxicating smell? No. But it's got beautiful common notes that anybody can wear, and it smells great. Like a man could wear this and be fine. A woman can wear this and be fine. And like I said, this is the most gender neutral perfume, and it's clean ingredients. There's no chemicals in here that are hormone disruptors, so it's going to be as clean as you can get as far as perfume goes. So I have been enjoying it. Now, is this my signature scent? No, by any means, no. But is it nice? Yes, it is very nice. And it's familiar. I'm not going to say it smells like this or it smells like that. I will say, speaking of, it did remind me of Armani Code for women. Now, that's giving it a lot of leeway, because a lot of you are going to be like, ooh, everybody crushed that perfume. Like everybody loved that perfume. I didn't quite love it so much, but it just kind of had the familiarity, I guess, in that direction. So it is quite sexy, but it's smooth enough to wear to work and smooth enough to wear on date night. So I love it. I like it. And like I said, it's not my most favorite. It's not my everyday, but I will wear it for now. So, and it's reasonably priced. I mean, it's $28. I got it on sale, so no big deal. All right, what am I wearing on my face? It's Uncommon Beauty eye mask. These are just like the little jelly masks, and you wear them for about 15 minutes and then you take them off, and I'm ready to take these bad boys off. So here's what they look like. And then you just pat the excess inside. You just pat the excess in, and you just toss these guys away. So pretty simple, pretty self-explanatory. I don't know, I've only used them once. I did get 2 boxes for, let's see how many, there's like 4 of them in here, and they, like I said, they were all on sale. And yeah, I like little novelty things like this, and yeah, I mean, I don't think I'm gonna see miracles with it, but it does kind of help tighten and brighten this delicate eye area, and I do like the feeling of it. All right, so at night I do, so duh, I'm getting ahead of myself. So I did her daily skincare travel set. This is great. These are all the things that are pretty much her main staples in her beauty line, or cosmetic line, not cosmetic, skincare line. Where am I at? So I'm going to go ahead and put on the retinol alternative. So that's the one that we use at night. I've been using this skincare kit for about, I would say, a week, almost 2 weeks now. I've experienced no breakouts, so that's good. I feel like my skin, I feel like this is a slow go. They're not very strong products. I would say like the age range for this would be 20 somethings, almost to your 30 somethings. But if you are 40 like myself and beyond, I feel like you're not going to see immediate results. They're going to be very, very slow going results. This is the retinol alternative. So basically this is plant-based retinol. So you can use it every night. It's not going to break you out. I did read all the reviews on these products, and this one had really good reviews. It didn't have too many bad reviews or low marking reviews. But like I said, it's an alternative to retinol. So it's not going to be your heavy hitting retinol. So if you are just, what I want you to think about this skincare line is don't think that it's heavy hitting results, because it's not. So like I said, if you're 40 and beyond, you probably need something that's a little bit stronger. But if you're in your 20s and you're just starting out, and you're maybe in your mid 20s, maybe starting your 30s, this would be a great alternative line, skincare line that, you know, has decent ingredients, ingredients that, you know, clinically work. And yeah, I mean, like, it's your gateway into retinol. So and I think it's like, I think all of these, like I said, are clean, so it'll be just fine for you. All right, the one thing, I'm gonna go backwards because I'm trying to do my night care with you guys. So they do include the micellar water, and they also include the jelly cleanser. So the micellar water, I understand the reason why people put micellar water in here, and I understand why they put it in the kit. The jelly cleanser is a great cleanser. I'm never looking for a cleanser per se, but every time I get a kit, I end up loving the cleanser. This cleanser, I've never used a jelly cleanser before, and I really enjoyed this cleanser. This was my favorite cleanser out of all the cleansers that I've used, because it doesn't make my skin tight. It doesn't dry it out. It just feels comfortable. The only thing that I saw that people didn't like about this is because it didn't remove all of their makeup. So that's why there's a two-step system, and she has other things in her line that help you remove all of that heavy makeup application. But I don't wear makeup. I just wear a little bit of sunscreen, and that's it. So whatever I wear on my face, this pretty much gets it all off. So I don't have that issue. But if I were to wear a bunch of makeup, I could see why people don't like this cleanser, because it just doesn't cut it by itself. I will say, on the factor of skin type, I don't know if this would be good for drier skin types and possibly 40 and beyond skin texture and skin type. Like I said, this is a very, like, kind of basic starter skincare line. It's not, it is what it is. So if you need extra help in your skin, I don't think that this line is going to have anything that you are going to see results, is what I'm saying. So I can't stress that enough. But for my skin, this cleanser works out perfectly. So if you have combination skin, if you have oily skin, you don't have to get this one, but I would say try a jelly cleanser. Like I said, this is my first time trying a jelly cleanser, and it's really worked out for my skin, and I've really enjoyed that particular form of cleanser, instead of the foam, instead of like the oil, instead of all of those other cleansers. All right. So the other thing that she has in there is the enhanced pineapple peptide nectar. There was a lot of controversy on this one. Apparently the first version of this product was the best version, and everybody is saying, bring it back. Why did you mess with this great formula? They say the new formula smells like raw meat. I don't think it smells like raw meat. I don't think it has anything wrong with it, but like I said, I didn't buy the original formula. They said the original formula smelled like sweet pineapples, and she went on and on about the smell when it first came out, and I remember that. But honestly, I don't know. So I think this is great. The other thing that I found out is that people felt that it was drying, and I also saw that people said that they broke out. So I didn't break out with any of these products. Um, I did break out the first night using the micellar water only because I used a washcloth that was too harsh for my skin. But I kept using all of these products and it just made my skin heal. So I didn't get any new breakouts is what I'm trying to say. But I did notice that when I used water, different water, um, from somewhere else where I was staying, I did notice a little bit of this being a little bit dry for my skin because the water was hard, very, very hard water. So I did notice that, but it didn't bother me at all. So I did notice that it was a little bit more dry. My skin was a little bit more dry. So if you do have drier skin, I probably would stay away from this skincare line because I don't think it has the elements that dry skin needs, especially extra thirsty dry skin. All right, so after your serums, she has her Enhanced Daily Water Cream. This guy right here. You don't get a whole lot in here. When I first opened it up, it felt like the jar was half empty, but whatever. This is a very thick, kind of like lotion, if you will. It feels like the Neutrogena. I think it's the Neutrogena. That one in the, I can't even remember, but it's that H2O or something like that, water. It's the one in the blue. You can get it everywhere in drugstores. I used to use that one. They have one that's scented and unscented, but that's what it feels like. So it's more like a gel consistency. What I really love about these is this, everything just soaks in. You're not greasy, you're not sticky. It just feels really, really good and hydrated. So that's what I like about her products. My overall take on these, honestly, they're very, very slow results. And I mean, you can see I still have these underlining bumps right here. I still haven't been able to get rid of that. Still just kind of uneven texture, uneven skin tone, but nothing to really complain about. I do like her products. I don't think that they're, you know, I think they're okay. I think that the ingredients do work. They're just a lower grade of them. Am I going to order some more? It's possible. I mean, I really do like the cleanser. I like the retinol for what it is. And I do like the pineapple peptides. So, and I do like her, you know, moisturizer. So yeah, I possibly will maybe possibly order another kit. They're not too obtainably like big, you know, they don't have a big price tag attached to it. You know, they're reasonably priced. And yeah, so not bad. Not bad, Kristen Cavallari. She's a really good saleswoman. I'll say that. She's a really good saleswoman. I was really I'm glad I didn't post the videos that I was making about it because I was going to say some pretty bad things about it, but I gave it a little bit more time, and I just feel like my skin is finally adapting to these products, and kind of a noticeable difference. Just slight noticeable difference. But anyway, that's my take on Uncommon Beauty. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next one.